Today I'm going to show you that you don't need to spend a lot of money to get defined curls that last. I'm going to style my hair with two products that total to under $15. I'll show you step by step how I use these two products to get long-lasting definition. And if you watch until the end, I'll show you which product types you don't need to waste your money on. Alright, so the two products that I'm going to use are the Cantu Curl Activating Cream and Treseme's Extra Hold Gel. Both of these products are available in smaller trial sizes to full sizes, and their price ranges between $2 to $7 depending on which size. So if you get two trial sizes, it's less than $5, but if you get the full size, then they're each for $7, and it'll total to under $15 for you to style your hair. And I will talk about why I chose these products and show you how I use them. So we are starting with wet hair. I do recommend that you style in the shower. Apply your styling products before you get out of the shower, or if you are not showering, you really wet your hair really well like I'm doing. I washed my hair last night, so I'm re-wetting it now. The wetter your hair is, the less frizz you will have. If it's too wet though, you will have less hold, so do keep that in mind. It's easier to work with it when it has more water in it. You will have less of that crunchy curl feeling as well. The reason you get those crunchy curls from some styling products like gels and mousses is because you apply it to hair that is either not wet enough or not moisturized enough, or you use too much product. So I'm going to start off with the Cantu Curl Cream, and the only reason that you would want to use this in your routine is if your hair needs that layer of moisture underneath your hold product. So for most people, that's a yes. I'm using a very small amount because my hair typically does not need the moisture, but I'm just doing this so I can show you how to do it. And I'm really focusing on the length of my hair. I don't want to get it in the root area because it is going to weigh down my roots and could make it look a little greasy. But if you have thicker, drier hair, you can certainly apply from the roots all the way down. Now, a product like this, like I said, is going to increase your definition because it's adding moisture to your hair. It will help your style last a little bit longer because it won't dry out as much as if you didn't use any kind of moisturizing product underneath your main styler. This is not a single styling product. If you want your hair to stay frizz-free, or really, that's not a thing, but as minimal frizz as possible, and you want the curls to last as long as possible so you don't have to refresh every day or wash your hair as often, then you really need to be using a product that has hold. And curl creams and leave-in conditioners do not provide hold. They may provide a light hold, but that's just not enough. That's not going to cut it. So this is the type of product you are layering under your medium to hard hold product because you need that moisture to add definition, reduce frizz, and help your style last a little bit longer. If you have really soft, really fine hair, you don't need it. If your hair is very healthy, you may not need it. And you can always go with something more lightweight. This is not something I would reach for on a regular basis because this is a medium to heavyweight product, and this is too much for my hair. That's why I use such a small amount. I would typically go with a leave-in conditioner because it's much lighter and won't weigh down my hair. The other good thing about this one is that it is a curl activating cream, so it kind of doubles as a product that will enhance my curls, and that's thanks to the glycerin that is in this product, which means that as a single styler, it would not work well because glycerin can cause a lot of problems in the humidity here in Florida. And so I definitely want to layer something with hold on top of that, just based on that alone. But the same thing happens in dry climates. If you're using something that has glycerin so high on the ingredients list, I think it's the second ingredient. Yeah, it's the second ingredient in here. And like I said, there's no hold products or hold ingredients in this product. It's providing moisture so that you can have less frizz and more definition, but it will not last unless you layer something on top. So I recommend something like a mousse or a gel because those are products that have the strongest types of hold, medium to hard hold. So if you don't like a lot of hold, you're really worried about that crunchy feeling, put a little more of the cream or leave-in conditioner under your gel, and perhaps use less gel or use one of those moisturizing gels like a souffle or a, what do they call them? They're the ones that come in the tubs. Shea Moisture has one. All those curly hair brands typically have one. They're really moisturizing gels that tend to be a cream gel hybrid, and that will work a little better for you if that's what you're looking for. But those are really moisturizing products, so do keep that in mind. I'm going to detangle my hair first because I need to make sure that I don't have any tangles before I apply my main styling product. This also is helping to distribute the curl cream that I applied. So now I'm going to go in with my hard hold gel. I'm using this because my hair is very soft and very fine. It needs grit, it needs a hard hold so that the style will last longer. If I don't use a gel, my hair will fall flat within a couple of hours. It will get fluffy. There's no way I will get day 2 hair out of it. It's just out of the question unless I'm putting something with significant amounts of hold in it. And that is the case for a lot of people. So I very, very strongly recommend that you invest in a gel or a mousse, something with medium to strong hold so that your style actually lasts. As long as you don't use too much, shouldn't be a problem. So I'm going to start off with a very small amount. This gel has polymers in it, which are ingredients that really help with the humidity and add hold. However, they build up on my hair type. So I have to be very careful and make sure that I'm not using too much so it doesn't weigh down my hair, and that I am using a very strong shampoo to remove it from my hair. Otherwise, over time, it will get droopy, it will dry out, it will get frizzy and rough and just get like all that buildup yuckiness. So I am just applying it. I just split my hair in half because I don't have a lot of hair. So 2 sections works for me, but you will likely want to do more than 2 sections. And then I'm just going to scrunch it all over. Okay, so now I am doing this leaning forward because this really helps with my volume and the root volume especially. If I notice that I'm not getting good clumps, I will add some more water. So we can spray a little bit more water on there, and that will help it clump up. Very important, because if you start getting frizz now, it's going to dry with even more frizz next. And now I'm just going to scrunch it. And I just want to say that when you use a mousse or a gel, that is also defining your curls. So in addition to the cream that I put underneath, both of these things define, but this is also adding hold to lock in that definition. This particular gel will help to keep the humidity from messing up my style because it's Florida and there's a lot of humidity here. And that's going to help prevent frizz as well. Now the last step is to microplop, which is using a towel to remove the excess water in your hair. And this helps to solidify the curl clumps, remove the weight from the hair so that they spring up a little more. It helps your hair dry faster as well, and it can help with frizz. So I just take my towel, fold it up, and I press up against my scalp. And that's just removing any excess water. It does remove a little bit of product, so you can always glaze in a very small amount of product after this step, just to make sure that you still got that hold that you want. I am going to do that now by taking a very, very, very small amount of gel, like pea-sized amount of gel, spraying some water just to make sure that it's emulsified, and just going to scrunch that up from the ends. Gentle glaze over my really frizzy spots, just to make sure that I got the coverage that I want. And then I'm going to go in and diffuse my hair, because diffusing makes it last longer, reduces frizz, locks in the style, and it's a lot faster than air drying. All right, so these are the finished results. I diffused and then I let it settle for a little bit, and it's pretty typical for how my hair turns out. It's a little stringier than normal, but that's only because there was more moisture in my routine than my hair likes. So anytime I use too much moisture, like a product that's too moisturizing, or I layer a little bit too much moisture, one of the signs that my hair shows that is that it comes out a little stringy. And that's why I typically will skip leave-in conditioners. I don't use creams ever. Or if I am going to use a leave-in conditioner, it's going to be something really lightweight, really thin, like a spray. That's typically what I would reach for. So if you have hair like mine, it's very soft and fine, then you're going to want to use really lightweight leave-in conditioners under your mousse or gel. The only reason I'm using this one, or I used this one, is because I wanted to model a product that is more universal for curly hair. This works for most people with curly hair because most people with curly hair don't have hair like mine. But even the tiny little amount that I used was just a touch too much. And this gel is a drying gel, so that's why I did include something under it. So I don't think I could get away with just using this gel like I can with others, because typically gels that have a stronger hold are a little bit more drying, and you're going to want to layer some moisture underneath that. Now, another thing that you can do to add more longevity to your style, and super cheap, is this Suave hairspray. It's $2. This one's unscented, which is great. So if you've got a fragrance allergy, it's a good option. And just a couple sprays of this when you're done styling before you diffuse helps to add more hold to your hair. Even better. I didn't include that today because I know that I already get enough with this gel, but if you are using another gel that doesn't give you enough hold, you can layer a little bit of this on top. So another great option. And another affordable tool that I didn't mention when I was brushing my hair, but this tangle teaser or a wet brush, very, very affordable. And these are the best brushes for detangling your hair. And a lot of people can use them to style as well to get those nice frizz-free little curl clumps. Doesn't work for me, but works for a lot of other people with curly hair. So those are some really affordable products for you to try out. So again, this styling routine cost me less than $15, and I know that I can go 2 to 3 days with this style. That's like the max for my hair type. For anyone who doesn't wash their hair as often, it can last definitely much longer than that. But because of my hair type, it's very fine and very soft. It just doesn't hold style for a very long time. So for this, 3 days is amazing. That's like the upper limit for me. So these two really affordable products will help me get there. I've used them together before and it works every time. Now, do you want to know which products you should skip buying and save your money on? If you don't want to waste any money on useless products, then watch this video next. It's called You Don't Need These Curly Hair Products, and you'll learn about the 5 products you can skip buying and still have great looking curly hair. Just click the video you see on your screen and I'll see you there.